beautiful poinsettias.
They are.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 11:11 a.m. Fireside Chat. Thank you for joining me, Vickie Meeks Miller, your Community Engagement Manager, on this wonderful Wednesday, December the 15th, 2021. I tell you, we are inching ever so close to Christmas, and we are already celebrating other holidays, and so it's just such a wonderful time. We have the pleasure of beautiful poinsettias. They are surrounding us here, so we're feeling pretty festive today. And I am also happy to welcome a special guest, Miss Dottie Burris, who is Richfield's Life Enrichment Coordinator for the Joseph C. Thomas Assisted Living Center right here on campus. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dottie.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Wonderful. Now, no introduction is necessary in some cases because Dottie is no stranger to Richfield. So right now, I was going to ask if you'll tell us about your history with Richfield Living.
Well, the awesome thing is Tanya Woolwine, which has worked here for many years. Her daughter and my daughter are friends in school, and she called me just out of the blue one day. I'm a licensed hairdresser, so she actually called me and asked me if I would temporarily do some hair because the lady that had been doing it had some surgery. From then, I just stepped into different roles. I've been doing different things like HR. I've worked in staffing. I was the gift shop manager for quite a while until COVID hit and we had to close it down. And then I went into kind of the COVID screening and helping out with that. And luckily, about a month ago, I started at JCT as the Life Enrichment Coordinator.
Awesome. So in total, how many years have you been with Richfield?
It'll be 6 years this April.
Awesome. I remember when you were at the gift shop, that's where you were when I first came, and I was so excited about having you come on the 11:11 broadcast to show off some of the wonderful things that were in the gift shop for sale. However, things got shut down and we never had that opportunity, but we now are here and you're in a different role. And I can't tell you how many times I heard, we are so blessed to have Dottie to come into this role at the JCT. And so have things been going well?
Things have been awesome. I have been there, like I said, a little bit over a month. My first thing that we did when I was there just less than a week is we showcased we just had gentlemen with the Veterans Day lunch.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
that was really sweet. And we got to hear some stories about the different things that they had done and the places they had visited and their history in the military.
Wonderful. Oh, that is always such a pleasure to hear those stories and, and to be with such delightful people who we certainly do appreciate their service to be able to show them that. So tell us what your role entails for those who may not know what the Life Enrichment Coordinator's role entails.
Okay. Well, I am the Life Enrichment Coordinator, which is actually, the activities director. So we do have 6 households over there, 3 memory care and 3 are the assisted living. I think that gives us 62 total residents, and I make 2 calendars monthly, one for the memory care and then one for the assisted living. There's very different things that we do with, the developmental, where they are in life with their mind. And it's fun doing simple things as, even playing tic-tac-toe up to bingo. The women love manicures. It's just fun to interact with them, doing crafts, all kinds of sort of things. Our chaplain, Gary, he comes over twice a month and does Bible study with the residents, which is awesome. Chaplain Michelle comes over once a month and sings with them, which they absolutely love. We have cookie socials weekly and popcorn socials. So for them, it's just the interaction with each other and other residents and spending time enjoying, their life.
That's awesome. You all do such wonderful things in all of the buildings. And just to give you all a little background, we all kind of do events. I do campus-wide events for the most part, which include like 5 big events, which the Red Ball that we'll be having on New Year's Eve will be one of them. And then you have those in each building who are facilitating events for the building specific. And so, of course, it's kind of like you have your neighborhood parties and then your community parties. But I tell you, it is just wonderful to hear how creative the life enrichment coordinators are in providing wonderful events for residents. And so it's such a pleasure to do so. Enrichment and engagement is very important, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Aaron Burbage, which is Life Enrichment Coordinator at the Oaks, him and I partnered together a couple weeks ago, and we both took residents to the Salem Parade, the Christmas parade, and they had an awesome time. It was so joyous to see all the people on the streets and the residents blowing kisses and waving, and that was pure enjoyment for them. And then Deidre, which is our DON, her and I this past weekend took some residents out to look at Christmas lights. We have other things that are planned, in the next couple of weeks with Christmas coming. And Sarah, our administrator, and I are getting ready to take some residents to Hotel Roanoke to look at the trees next Monday. And then next Tuesday night, the 21st, we are actually having our Christmas party, and Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus are going to be making an appearance.
Wow.
So we have a lot of things coming. We're excited about the new year. In January, Elvis will have a birthday, so he's coming to perform
Will
for us.
Elvis be in the building?
He will, and he will be singing and shaking and doing his thing.
Awesome.
And I'm also excited to partner with a local group called Therapets. I've gotten in touch with a lady there, and starting in February, they're going to be on our monthly calendar to bring pets in. So the residents, I'm sure, will enjoy that.
Yes, they will. And I hear you mentioning partnerships a lot, which is really what it's all about. And when the community comes together inside, on campus and off campus, it really does allow for a great time to be had and residents to really engage in so many different things. Yes. And so tell us what inspires you. What do you love most about your current job, and what inspires you?
The funny thing is, I can't not smile in answering that, because it truly is the residents' smile. The things that you see, the things that they say, and a lot of things, I think sometimes people think that enriching their lives can be a difficult job, and I had to realize quickly that, this morning I just went over to one of the households. 3 ladies were sitting at the breakfast table, and I sat down and chatted with them for a few minutes. It's just that interaction, and they laugh and you laugh, and it's just a good time. So really just seeing them smile, interact with the people that they live with and all of us employees, and, doing the best we can to enrich their life.
Awesome. We have so many things for which we're proud, such as the household model that exists in our assisted living residents, for those residents, as well as those at the health center, both in Roanoke and here in Salem. So it's a family environment. Each resident in the household model, they have their own rooms and some of their own bathroom or other common areas that they may share with one other. But then they have a common area in which is the living room, the dining room area, the TV. They can have meals when they choose not when a tray comes around. So that just makes it so much better, and you get to form a relationship that's more like a family. And I tell you, that really does make life much more enjoyable.
I would have to say if I had, a grandparent or someone living that needed assistance, this is definitely where I would want them because, like you just said, it's not the old nursing home style. It's so much better. The residents have their room, they have their belongings, they are making friendships, they're enjoying, and it is a home setting. So it's definitely something that, I would want to do when I got older, or put, if I had a family member that needed, care, that's where I would want them to be, is exactly here at Richfield.
Yes, indeed. And some families are here. We have husbands and wives that will have that live there, and we have some that may have a spouse that lives on in another area of the campus. So it really is all about family, especially at this time of the year. So I know that just like you enjoy being a part of that process of keeping people not only together but active and enjoying the things in life that suit them, and being able to meet those needs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great when family members can come in and see that their loved ones are being taken care of and they're happy, and they're enjoying, where life has taken them to this point. So I think family members seem to be very happy coming and visiting their loved ones. And JCT to me is just a new home and somewhere that I hope I'll be for a long time.
Well, we certainly do hope you will as well. And, as I said, so many times I heard, we're so happy to have Dottie, and you bring a lot to the table, and mainly just the Richfield living, the style of Richfield living is something that you were able to come in with that knowledge and hit the ground running. So we're so happy to hear things are going so well. We certainly do appreciate, and we did appreciate, and I speak on behalf of Scotty Hartman, who helped to make all the arrangements for the Salem Parade. Thank you and Aaron so much for allowing that opportunity for residents to participate. And we just thank you for all that you do. We look forward to hearing more about JCT. I was able to attend an open house, I think just prior to your starting, and it's a wonderful facility. So if you know of someone who is looking to move into assisted living, or if you're interested yourselves, please contact, it's Jennifer Hanks would be the person that you would speak with regarding admission. And you can call the main number, 380-4500, and you will be transferred to Jennifer. And we certainly do, again, look forward to hearing all the good things that are continuing to happen at the JCT. So thank you so much, Dottie, for joining me today.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, ma'am. And we hope that everyone will continue to have a happy holiday there at the JCT.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, on our closing note, we have a quote from the Jar of Awesomeness that relates to life enrichment and the reason that we are so passionate about it. And it is a quote by Albert Schweitzer that says, "The purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others." And that is something that guides us in the work that we do each and every day. Is we certainly just want to make life here at Richfield exactly what you would want it to be. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for all your support, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good rest of the week. Bye-bye.